Good morning. Here we are on the front porch of Anthony's Antiques in Salt Lake City. It's a beautiful spring day, and we are standing here in the presence of a wonderful statue, which is an allegory of civilization, with all the symbolism that would suggest civilization, done by a expatriate artist, an Italian gentleman who lived in the eastern United States and did monuments to our soldiers in World War I. As his life went on, he decided that his name was Pietro Montana, that he would do a pièce de résistance, a swan song, a statement of his skills and of his civilization that he was part of. So here we have various elements of that civilization, which I would attempt to suggest what he was trying to convey to us. First of all, at the beginning, the forefront of this statue is a man marching forward with a torch representing the light of truth. Along with that, he's holding a book which suggests knowledge and the compilation of what civilization would have with history and knowledge. Then behind him is marching forward three different figures, one of a man holding a symbol of industry, another a man holding the symbol of energy or power, another man marching forward with religion, a symbol of that. And then above them in the center is the unclad figure, the naked truth of Lady Liberty, holding her hand high and holding a symbol of the endowment of liberty upon the people. And then, of course, below her is a number of symbols of civilization, one of which is a young man holding a torch to another young man who is shrouded in darkness. So he is giving his light to someone who is living without light and in difficulty. One of the duties that we have of civilized people is to raise the level. And here we have, with the help of beasts, these men going forward with great determination and power upon the horses, the power that the beasts have as well as the determination that they have. Then behind them is the oxen, which of course represents the work of civilization. And next to them are two young men, one holding his hand around the oxen, the other listening to what the older man is telling him. Then behind them is a man on his knees, thanking God for the harvest. You see, he has the harvest, the sheaves of wheat that he has brought in from his efforts of him and the beasts. And then behind them is the family with the father, the mother, and the child, and seated behind them and holding up the rest of everything is the knowledge that the philosopher and that those who have learned from civilization offer to the younger people. And here you have a young man and his lover or his wife or his fiancée with his hand upon the back of the philosopher who is learning from the past and who is taking that into his life. And then marching forward, again with the help of the beast, is the sower. And of course, we've seen what the harvest comes from that. And then we see a little bit more on this side of these symbols of the men upon the horses. And behind and below them and marching forward with them is the family, holding their records and their religion and their family, and the young people holding on to one another and connected to the family. So this was never done in a monument because in Rome in 1935, of course, Lady Liberty and the Light of Truth were not subjects that one would discuss politically. They weren't popular, were they? So now we have this monument having been resurrected for the benefit of those who want to see what happened 95 years ago in 1935 to those who valued what they had and what it represented to them.